Hello and welcome to another update video about Aave. Aave is currently rallying a little bit. This starts to look like an ascending wedge pattern, to be honest. So it looks a little bit like a diagonal structure that might be developing here, or something more bearish, something corrective. So it's caught in the pattern here. It's caught in this small structure. These often break to the downside. Now on this chart overall, we are still tracking a potential 1-2 setup. I have a little hope that this is going to work out for two reasons. The first reason is price broke below $53.50. Yes, only briefly, but it still broke the 78.6 retracement level. So it's a sign of weakness. Then the move off the lows isn't very convincing. So I currently assume it's going to do what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, which might be another low. It really depends on what the next deeper pullback does. I mean, I did have it as a potential here that the low could be in, and the one upside, wave 2 down, had a small support area here, and then, could potentially rally in a third wave. Now this is not really a third wave rally. So I would think if it works as something bullish, then first of all, I need to see 5 waves to round about $65. But it might be that this very first wave isn't even finished. So it might become a diagonal structure. That's how it looks to me. So if it's giving us 5 waves, it probably will be a diagonal, but that is not really helpful. So I still will need to see those 5 waves. And what we're currently working on might just be the first wave. The first wave of the 5th. Is that clear? So let me know if you have any questions about that. But this move down here, it currently only has 3 waves up. One more high gives us 5. Resistance is $59. It might get rejected there. Then it could come down in a wave 2 pullback. Could then rally in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And if that goes to around about $65, we can say the low was likely in. So I need to really see that break above the descending wedge pattern. I need to see the break above resistance and those 5 waves. But for anybody who's trading the micro, I mean, after that ascending wedge pattern to the upside, first of all, it would suggest that a break to the downside occurs. So anybody here could trade the breakout down. Support will be around $53.50. That's again the 78.6 FIB level. That could be support for a white wave 2. To trade the 3rd wave higher. That's sort of how I see it in the bullish scenario. But I would first assume that this wedge pattern is likely to break to the downside. It just looks very corrective, okay? And as long as we are below the $59 resistance level, it's very likely to break down anyway. And if it then loses $53.50 again, we're probably going to make a new low below the 10th of June low. And it could send Aave down into the low $30 region. So this is not a done deal yet, this white wave count. I would assume at the moment it has a good chance of failing, also because of Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's still one of the better setups among altcoins at the moment if anybody is looking for anything on the long side. But just be aware that any break below the 17th of August low will likely lead to invalidation of this entire setup. But this is what we need to be observing, the ascending wedge pattern, which is likely going to break to the downside, the $53.50 support, $59 resistance, and then $65 roughly the target for that 5-wave move here to the upside. That's my update about Aave. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.